Everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy midday moment. Welcome to the midday moment. Hi, replay people. I send you hugs, hearts, and hugs as we give a moment for live people to join us. All right. We have been enjoying our midday classic. And so we're going to get started. Great things, y'all.
Can you shout it out one more time? I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Great things. That's real simple right there. Can you help me declare it over your life? Say, I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Great things. In my life, you do great things. In my home, you do great things. All around, you do great things. Eyes haven't seen, I choose to believe in great things. Come on, can we declare it today? Come on, say it out. Say, I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Anybody expecting something good, something great, something beautiful? Great things. Come on, let's declare it again. Sing. Can you wave a hand right now and say, I'm expecting great things. Oh, expecting great things. Somebody say great things. Let's declare it. In my life, you do great things. You do great things. In my home, you do great things. You do great things. All around, doing great things. You do great things. Oh, eyes haven't seen it. I choose to believe it. Eyes haven't seen it. I choose to believe it. Eyes haven't seen it. I choose to believe it. Eyes haven't seen it. I choose to believe it. Come on, everybody, let's declare it together again. Say great things. Let's just shout it out. I'm expecting great things. Say it.
All right. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our midday moment classic, Great Things. That song has blessed me from the first moment I heard it, and I have enjoyed sharing it on the midday moment. And you all seem like you are enjoying that classic, returning to our classic for a bit here. I'll get back to Eden, trust me, because that touches me in a different way. It touches me special and in a different way. So we're gonna get back to Eden. Don't worry. I just simply was reminded of great things in this moment, in this season, as we take advantage of just the collective vibration of going into a new year. You can always go into a new year. You can always go into a new day. You can always go into a new season, a new morning. And at the same time, because there's so much collective focus on the calendar of the new year, you can take advantage of the synergy during this time. And so we're just kind of soaking up and again, just leaning into this collective synergy of what it means to go into a new year. We're happy January 4th. At some point we'll stop saying perhaps happy new year, but we still there's still a little energy on it. It's a few people still got some Christmas decorations up. Okay, don't you don't have to say your name. All right, but it's a few of y'all. My mama still got hers up too. Might be up when might be down later when I see her, but last I remember that tree was still sitting up there. Lights weren't on, but the tree was still there. Well, anyways, happy midday moment day. Happy Thursday to each of you. Listen, have you all, those of you that are that also listen to the daily download with Dr. Jerome R. Pulley, have you not been enjoying that? I'm telling you what, we are in seminary. It, it, we are in seminary. We are in school for sure. I am learning so many different nuances in the foundation of faith. The faith of Christianity, and how we look at other faiths and so forth, and how we go about practicing what we call our study of kingdom. I'm just learning so much, and I think the others of you are learning as well. So by the time we get to the midday moment, our practice has been this past year that I really just kind of give you my observation, my reflection, how I've been working with the master class that comes on 6:30 in the morning, now 7 days a week, on Facebook, Dr. Jarrell R. Pulley. Those of you that have not listened in or joined, you're free to. If this fits your boat, then you come on in and sit with us and ride down the river a little bit, and that's just fine. All right. We have so many different opportunities for you to be encouraged throughout the day and throughout the week. And Dr. Pulley does such a great job with the commercials. I gotta get there. I had been itching up. I had my little commercials going. Amen. But we're going to get there so we can make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity to know the different ways that you can be inspired, that you can study, and just be a part of raising consciousness, lifting your individual consciousness, and participating with us as we share that abroad. So we're going to get better at that. Okay. Nonetheless, welcome to the midday moment. I take a moment out of the middle of my day. I'm on my lunch break. Anybody tuning in from work? Y'all peeking over here trying to see what I'm doing in my office. I'm on break, okay? I'm on break time, all right? And so I take a moment out of the middle of my day to call my congregation together. That's what my dad says, Archbishop Jones. Call your congregation together. I call all parts of my soul, my mind, what I think, my intellect, how I think, my heart, how I'm feeling and emoting about what I'm thinking, my energy and motion, and my will, my actions, what I will myself to do. I call all parts of my soul together right here with my body to come on here and get in alignment with the truth that my spirit already knows, that we are the beloved offspring of God. And it's all right to remind yourself of these variations of truth right here in the middle of the day. So welcome to the midday moment. I do this, the midday moment, as I call myself together, because there's a certain way that I live my life so that I can overcome on purpose. Answer my life's questions on purpose. Submit to knowledge on purpose. Know when you learn it. You not just come on. My one of my former pastors used to say, if you the smartest person in your circle with your 5 people, if you the smartest person in all of your circles, you might have more than one. If you the smartest person in all of your circles, you that's that you got you that's this is gonna be some issues. You ought not be the smartest person in all of your circles, okay? And so I was in a meeting earlier today here at work, and I got a little educated on some stuff. I was like, well, that ain't what we've been doing, so I got a little educated on some stuff. It's okay to get some awareness. It's okay to submit and grow into overcoming your own limited thinking. Come on, it's okay to grow and expand. That's a part of overcoming. All right, a part of what we even call new thought. To get a new thought, that's how you overcome. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's how you transform and overcome, answer your questions, and so on and so forth. Okay, so as I practice that for me, I do it for you. I don't run away from my questions, I don't ignore them, I explore them. So I offer that to you as well. Number two, I do the midday moment because there's a certain way that I live my life so that I can live on purpose. I overcome on purpose and I live on purpose, meaning I plan to have more peace in my body, more harmony in my relationships, and more honey in my money. Okay, so I share that with you as I work this out loud. And number three, a certain way I do live my life because I believe that all of us come into this earthly experience with gifts, talents, and sensitivities to help us learn how to live out our purpose, overcome on purpose, live on purpose, and live out our purpose. And so as I study what it means for me to live out my purpose, I share it out loud with you so that you too can be encouraged. Hi, Nzinga. It's a blessing to see you. Yes, the daily download is preparing me for the next Bible class. Bishop, that's right. We getting in our classes, honey. Always learning. That's right. Always a disciple. No matter what your title and what your experience is, you can always be a disciple. We are learning so many things and lessons. That's right. Hi, Elaine. Good to see you. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. I'm gonna tell you, I'm my Baltimore chapter. Y'all are the anchor. Okay. Y'all are my anchors here. I appreciate you. I love you so much. I'm trying to find, I gotta think of something special to do for my Baltimore people. Because y'all bless me. You really come in and support, and I appreciate you so much. I really do. And to all of you, I appreciate you for listening in and being with us. That Baltimore chapter, that's a core. Okay, I can't ignore that. It's a core, and I appreciate you so very much. Thank you so much for encouraging me to keep sharing out loud and expanding my consciousness for the midday moment and so forth. Well, in today's masterclass, we've started looking at the New Testaments. And again, we've been in seminary, all right? So we started looking at the New Testament. We've started off with Matthew, not because Matthew was the first one written, but Matthew very strategically bridges the Old Testament and the New Testament because it's very prophetic, it's very, or affirming, it's very affirming of the prophetic. It's very affirming of the prophetic about the Messiah, the coming of Christ, the awakening, or another demonstration of this primary main demonstration of Christ consciousness for us, depending on how you language that. We got our certain vocabulary in kingdom. And so we've been looking at that and understanding that we have these different gospels, the synoptic gospels, because the three of them are very similar in terms of focus, or how they write, how they read, and what they're writing about. John stands out because it's unique, and it's writing a little different from the others that coincide with each other. And learning that every gospel has its focus. And so, as we were in the class this morning and talking about Matthew having its focus, prophetic, kind of confirmation of who Christ is, I'm going to admit to you, I got stuck on just some phraseology. Okay. And that's okay, because when I say stuck, I mean stuck in a good way. There was some phraseology I've heard a little bit of before, and it pierced me yet again and very strongly. So I'm gonna sit with some phraseology that I heard this morning that has really ministered to me the whole day when I heard it. A lot of times I'm getting dressed and I'm moving during the daily download, and every now and then I don't comment a lot because I'm moving, but every now and then I gotta stop you know. And so that happened today where I'm like, hold on now, hold on. And so when we were talking about the fact that in the class this morning, that every disciple has a focus, and there was the moment in there where Dr. Pooley was really encouraging us about our focus. What is your focus? What is your focus? And whatever you are focusing on, you become full of. Now he said it a little differently, but I'm just saying it that way because I've been working with it. Okay, I've been working with it. What are you focusing on? Okay, because within all those gospels, we also talked about, not only do you have the synoptic gospels, you got John, you got the gospel of Jesus Christ. He called them the universal gospel. We just really expand in seminary here, okay? You have your universal gospels, the gospel of Jesus Christ, gospel of the kingdom. He also encouraged us us that there's still the gospel of Davina, the gospel of Brenda, the gospel of Elaine, the gospel of Nzinga. You are a living epistle. You're still writing out your testimony of how you are experiencing the faith. And so as he was talking about this, he was saying that each gospel has a focus. What is your focus? What is your focus? If you were literally scribing out your testimony of kingdom, your testimony of Christ's mind, what is your focus? And you can say, what is my focus today, this week, in life general, my one word, my purpose, my focus for the year. But what is your focus? Because whatever your focus is, you're full of. If all you do is focus on gossip and negativity, that's what you are full of. We know we can come to you for the latest tea. We can't come for nothing else. We can't come to you for our spiritual B, but we can come to you for some tea. Okay. Whatever you are focused on, you are full of. What are you focused on? Are you focused on the fear of not having a job? What are you focused on? Because whatever you are focused on, you are full. I say that because we got some transition, and I feel like a lot of people around me are really concerned about their jobs. Like, if you're doing good work, you're doing good work, you're doing it in goodwill, you operating, in your awareness, you're good. Well, come on, settle down. What are you focused on? Whatever you are focused on, you are full of. And there was a moment when in the class, and I've heard this and have practiced this phrasing before, and yet I fell in heart with it again today. I'm full of it. I am full of it. We like to say, oh, you're full of it. Yes, I am. I am full of it. Full of what? I am full of, I love this in the class this morning. I am full of health. I am full of harmony, and I am full of wealth. I'm full of it, and I'm focused. When I tell you that part of the class this morning just arrested me and just got me to and just encouraged me in such a way in that moment. I felt like I had just taken a whole tall glass of vitamins and just kind of just boom, 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 just like that. I am full of it. I am choosing to be focused and full of health consciousness, harmony consciousness, wealth consciousness. Now, does that require work? Does that feeling just fall out of the sky? No, we got to do our homework, but we're doing it. We're in the daily download. We're in the midday moment. We're attending different services. We're doing the fellowshipping with positive people. We're doing our studies, looking up scriptures and different things of that sort. Why? So we can be full of it. So we can be focused. Focus on the gospel of my life. My life is the gospel. What is my gospel focused on? And it can be different. It can have its own nuances. Your name is your name for a reason. We'll be looking at the meaning of the name of Matthew, gift of God, and the meaning of the name Levi. Okay, Levi. What is Levi? Oneness. So there's a reason why you have your name, embrace your name, embrace your city, embrace where you are, embrace your marital status, embrace all of these things, all of these varied, what we call demographics or forms of you showing up in the earth. Embrace it, and at the same time take time to say, what is my gospel? Given all of these things, given all of these facts about my experience, what is my gospel? What am I focused on? And so, again, that may be how you're going into this year, picking your word for the year. I'm working with the word grace. That's my word for the year. I'm working with the word grace. And the reason I'm working with the word grace is because I'm studying. I'm going to always be studying. That's the one thing I figured out. It's going to always be a study as I study in general and study uniquely for the consecration of the office of bishop, that carries with it, the phrasing, the greeting, the title, or what have you, of your grace. I don't wish to have that in name. I desire to represent that. I desire to represent that. And I'm just reminded because at the end of 2023, I had a few moments where I didn't give no grace. And I had to humbly apologize about some things. And I'm being really, really challenged with some of my study and the fact that I am taking on the duty of holding the consciousness of grace for all people. For all people. I'm taking that on. That it is my duty, it is my job to hold the consciousness of grace for all people. And so that is my word for this year, because I don't wish to have this experience of a consecration to the bishop prick just to have it. If I'm going to do this, I desire for it to be meaningful, and I desire to honor that. And I was really inspired because in some of my homework we had to do some reading, and in my background I came back across First Timothy. I just looked it up. First Timothy chapter 2 is going to be my scripture for the year. So what I'm focused on, I exhort therefore, this is what Paul is saying to Timothy. I exhort therefore that first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men. See, that's my job. That I hold the grace of supplications, prayers, and thanksgiving being made for all men, no matter how they treat me, no matter what they say, for all men. That's got to be my badge. That's got to be my collar. That grace, that has to be it. I'm accepting that as it. What are you focused on? Because whatever you are focused on, you are full of it. Full of it. So that can be your word for this year. It can be your one word in general, what you ascribe as your one word in life. For me, it's bridge. I see myself as a Deborah, being a bridge under that tree for those that come seeking, those that come that might not necessarily even be a part of what we call the faith community, but the community leaders that come and they seek out, what is the word of the Lord? What do I do? What shall I do? So connecting, being a connector, being a bridge for generations, political groups, ethnic groups, standing, being in different places throughout the community and being the bridge of consciousness. There has to be a place where we can all come together and reason. There has to be a place where it has to be times where we can all come together and at least say amen. If it ain't but 5 minutes, we can work a miracle. Peter walked on the water. He didn't stay on the water, but he walked on there. There has to be a place where we can at least demonstrate that all things are possible. So we can call a lie, that we ain't gonna never get along, that there ain't gonna never be peace, that there will never be healings and miracles and signs and wonders. That's a lie, and we're gonna prove it. And so whether it is your one word for life, for the year, for the day, your script, whatever, what are you focused on? What is your gospel saying? What are you focused on? Because whatever you are focused on, you are full of it. And I'm accepting today this calling to be full of grace. And as we said today in the class, to be full of health in my consciousness. Whew, my God, to be full of health, to be full of harmony. Good God, to be full of wealth. Mm, I know it's not a magic pill, but I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning into it. I am leaning to my daily bread to be full of it. Tomorrow to be fuller, and the next day fuller. I get empty, I come back again to be full of it, full of health, full of harmony, and full of wealth. That hit me today. I bless you. Gotta go. I bless you. I love you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a part of my journey. I pray that your journey is blessed as you are hearing from my journey. I thank you. I bless you. May God bless you. You are blessed. You are already blessed. Receive the blessings of the Lord. God bless you and God be you. Take care, everybody.